The information that Claude gave me was so useful. I had created an environment wherein I had an idea for a financial trade I was going to make, ran it by Claude, and he gave me some tremendous feedback that I could not have come up with on my own without hours and hours of research. And it was extremely useful and made me some money.
Even better. We like that last part. Describe what you've done in the last week with AI System in a Box.
Well, I started from day one and no coding experience at all. Just essentially followed all the prompts. It asked plenty of questions and I answered those questions. My interest was not with establishing a business or expanding my business, but rather to build a framework by which I could more effectively use my time while I am trying to manage my finances, mainly my stock and option investments. So I did that and just work through every day. I am up to day 6 now, just about ready to wrap up day 6.
Excellent. And how old are you? And did you have any hesitation in using this? And have you used any AI software before?
I'm 78. I had no hesitation in using it. I had used ChatGPT just a little bit, asking some basic questions that were of general interest to me, and also Gemini, the same thing, but just asking individual questions, not trying to create any kind of a network that would work for me autonomously.
Okay, great. And so would you say that now, without having to go read a book or do a course or spend a ton of time reading articles or how-to videos, would you say that AI System in a Box walked you through the process step by step, but you were also able to learn as you went on, but it wasn't holding you back from continuing forward?
The way you put it was 100% accurate. That is exactly what occurred. And I expected it to create quote unquote agents for me, systems to assist me in some way. I was wowed by how extensive it was, and also very impressed that way before we got to the end of what we were trying to do on any particular day, I could just interject and ask a specific question about a need I had at the time. In my example, it was, here's a couple of investment options I'm considering. What do you think about this? And it got back to me with extremely valuable information, saved me just a ton of time, and as a matter of fact, did more research than I ever could have made time for myself.
Excellent. Good. Well, that's good to hear. That's what we wanted you to say. But now let's get into the fun part. I want to hear all your questions on how you're using it, any questions based off of that, and then be as critical as you possibly can, because we want to make it better, not just for you, but for everybody else using it.
Well, I had a first time instance problem that occurred yesterday, shortly after starting day 6. The agent was trying to automate 2 things. One, on a daily basis, it was going to ask an agent to overlook all my investments and make comments on them, essentially, and also look at information that I would normally read and summarize that in such a way that I could save a lot of time.
Okay.
So it created that agent, and then the other agent it wanted to create that was going to run autonomously was going to be one that would take a more thorough look of all the things I just outlined once a week, and that was going to be on Sunday evening. But for some reason, it needed some kind of permission from me in order to complete that task. So on 2 occasions, I would interrupt him, and I'm talking about sometimes letting it run a couple of hours.
Okay.
And I said, "Are you having some difficulty here? What's the problem?" And he would come back and say, "Well, no real problem. I am having a little bit of difficulty getting authorization to do such and such. So if you see a pop-up that says authorized, be sure you check that." Well, I never did see a pop-up. So that happened 3 times over a course of over 24 hours.
Mm.
And in the meantime, I also closed Claude, restarted my laptop, opened Claude again, and had pretty much the same experience. I did that one more time this morning, and this time Claude finally answered successfully and said, "Well, 3 times I've tried to get this authorization and I can't get it. So I'm going to tell you how to do it. It won't take very long at all. I'll walk you through. And then in the meantime, before we do that, let's finish everything with day 6. And that's where we stand now."
Did you click that black button before?
I did, yes.
Okay.
And it didn't seem to fix it. But oh, 4th time was a charm.
There we go. Okay, so since the weekly position report runs tonight, you'll see a permission prompt the first time asking to allow web searches. Okay, great. Oh, I caught it. I think I see what happened now. So if you notice in your recents, you just clicked day 4 for day 7.
Yeah.
And we are in day 7, but it's saying it's day 4. So we need to have a new task or a new conversation window on the beginning of every day.
On 2 occasions, I did receive a use limit message. And apparently it was a daily use limit message. And the first time it said, "Okay, so we can't proceed anymore, but you can proceed after 6:30 p.m."
Yep.
So I waited until that time. I started up, boom, no problem. Then the second time was right before I had this instance, and maybe that had something to do with it. But anyway, I know exactly what you mean about the plan limitations.
Yeah. And I think that's going to get a little better over time based off of how Anthropic does it in the background. On Cowork, they don't do the best job yet of telling you how much of your context window is being used or not used. And that's one reason why we have a new task for every single day, just to make sure that you don't hit that. And the context window is essentially, think of, you have the filing cabinet is the AI system in the box that you downloaded and you installed into Claude Cowork. And then there's different drawers, and each drawer is day 1, day 2, and let's say there's 7 drawers. And then inside each drawer is all your folders. And so if you start combining drawers into one day, then that context window, which is just basically all of your data in a box, and if that box starts overflowing, then the AI is not as intelligent, and then it also will do things called auto compact, which is it's exploding in the box, and then the AI comes in and say, "Oh, we can't have this come out of the box," so it chops all of it up top and then does the best job of just compacting that box and making it smaller and then putting it into a bigger box, and now you have all this room. But that new box that it created is a best guess summary that the AI can do. And sometimes the summary is fine and other times it's not. So we want to control that summary as much as we can, essentially. And we can talk about that more at another time. But essentially, I think that's a couple of things you ran into all at once.
Yeah, I see. And have to give it credit that this second time that I was approaching my limitation, it told me you've used 90% of your usage. So
There you
it
go.
kind of
Perfect.
gave me a warning that I was getting close. So don't be
Yeah.
surprised if we cut you off.
Yeah, good. And the nice thing too is when it does that, you can say, okay, you can have a skill, like we have 2 skills in the Zero to Automated Communities vault and one is a next session skill. And so you would just do / next session, and then it would summarize that for you in the best way possible based off of your recommendations on how you like summarizing your data. And then you would go new task, or if you will, task is a very confusing word, I think. I think they need to change that. But a new task is just a new window or a new chat or a new prompting window, right? Like
Yeah.
you've been doing every single day. And then you would / resume, and then you would have a keyword for that next session that you wanted to go to, or it would give you a list of your most recent next sessions. And unfortunately, that's one of those little tiny things that takes a little time to get used to, because we're used to just talking to the internet or Google over and over and over again, but we don't have to manage any of that. But once you start getting that little tweak in, then it becomes more powerful, because like I said, if the box is close to overflowing, the AI and intelligence is not as intelligent. And so you want it to get to about 50, 60. This is heavily debated between engineers, but anything over 50 is starting to run the risk of degradation or higher chance of hallucination.
Yeah.
Now, you can be in the 80s and totally be fine.
Why do you suppose it was successful in creating this automation this time when we tried it? It seems like we didn't do anything different other than just using different words to tell it to complete the task.
I wish I could have a better answer other than we clicked the arrow and got underneath the box, and I think there was something happening behind the scenes that you couldn't see,
Oh, okay.
and you were just missing it. And that's just a hang up on the
Yeah, yeah. Hell, not a big deal. That clicking the start, that black start button that we did at the beginning of this conversation, that was a little confusing because the first time that came up, I thought, well, that's what I'll do when he's all done with everything. I'll click that start. But then it became obvious that really I was better off clicking it as soon as I saw it, because that then added more information that I could use, and that presumably then Claude could use as well.
That's a great point. That's actually something I'll add to our documents to be aware of, because that is a really good point. It's not intuitive to be clicking those buttons.
Right.
And sometimes you might have asked it something and the button comes up pretty fast. And you're like, wait a second, you haven't thought about what I told you for very long. Sometimes usually it's a permissions thing, especially with Claude Cowork, because it is on your desktop and it's starting to have more access to your computer. Anthropic, which is a good thing. Anthropic is very careful on the permissions that it gives it on default. So you have to tell it to do things. And for instance, it can take control of your computer now as well, which is kind of cool. But it won't just have that permission forever. It'll always ask you to do that again.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't know if they plan on changing that or not, or giving us more ability to change that or not. But it's a good safety guard to have as well for now, at least.
Yeah. Well, that's very helpful.
Yeah.
Oh, in the lower left-hand corner, I'll get to that in just a minute. There are buttons for pair your phone, connect your everyday tools, schedule a recurring task.
Yes.
How do those relate to what I'm doing specifically, or what the school program would do generally?
Yeah. So now these are different features that you have the ability to use on Cowork itself. And it just depends on what you're trying to do. We're incorporating these into the next, for instance, tomorrow's your 7th day, and then there will be more weeks after that to finish a month. We'll have a 30-day, 60-day, 90-day. And each one kind of layers on new complexity, or it's going to layer on new features or new availability to features. So as far as now, though, after day 7, it'll be really interesting to see what your following days will become, because depending on what is going on in that day or that week, you're going to have, again, a new chat window, aka task, every day, and you'll start developing more of this information that will be piped into your AI system in a box. And those, like I said, the files will become more dialed in to how you use it, and then also what you tell it to be like. So if you have more strategies you want to learn or anything like that. And then the idea that we're really going for here is then you have it, and let's say Anthropic just goes bust, and then everybody has to use ChatGPT or Gemini or something like that.
Yeah.
You have the infrastructure now to go anywhere. So even when AI keeps moving forward, you now have infrastructure that you're using regularly, that updates regularly and gets more intelligent, and then knows very specific things about how you operate with your business, with your lifestyle, whatever the use case is. And
Mhm.
so the neat thing is, most likely for the next 10 years, you will be able to use this data, and you're not going to have to jump on the next new thing and then do all of this over again, because now you
Oh,
have
wow.
infrastructure that AI can understand. So that's
Yeah.
why we call it like your second brain, because it's like you're building this little brain. And all of us have had computers and files all over the place, but nobody really has them organized. And even if they have them organized in a nice, neat way, they don't communicate with each other at all. And so that's one of the really unique things that you've just done in the first 6 days, is now you have a folder and file structure that you can create virtual agents off of, but you can also just keep enhancing the intelligence over time. And that's
Yeah, it is definitely very special, and has been so impressive. And the example of the statement you just made already shows up, because when I have queried it about specific instances of information that I wanted, it would glean information from our past conversations that I had totally forgotten about. But of course, it remembered it and used those then to create the answer that was so much more productive for me than if I had even tried to do it on my own. So absolutely, it's been very enjoyable. I must say, as
good.
well
Excellent.
as being so productive.
Yeah, right, right. Well, is there any other questions you had?
No, that pretty much covers the key ones. I'm sure
Okay.
there'll be more when I finish day 7.
If someone has, yeah, if somebody has used a computer before and has a smartphone, but is kind of on the edge of starting anything related to AI and doesn't understand it, what would you say to that person to just get started?
I would say go for it. There's just no way that you shouldn't be able to readily move into the project creation that you and Zach have created. And if you have any problems, obviously you both are a resource. But even before you get to that resource, just ask Claude, and chances are he'll have the answer. And if he doesn't, he'll tell you, and probably tell you where you could go to find
Exactly.
it.
Yes, I love that. And that's why I love working with Claude every single day, or any LLM for that matter, because that was a huge amount of friction. And then the internet came, obviously, we all know that. But now I still think this is not intuitive to people. Like you just said, ask Claude. People have been asking Google these one little questions like about things for a long time, but
Hmm.
the depth of knowledge is more in a conversation than just a one-off question. And so that's what's so special about Claude or any of these LLMs. You can be utterly transparent with exactly what you need, and then also with what you don't know, and then also with what you think you know, but you want it to challenge you on, because at the end of the day, you want to actually get to the truth or the objective. And then having that conversation is just as if you were Plato sitting with Socrates, and you can ask questions to Socrates.
Yeah, yeah, that's very true, and that's one of the nice things about your project is it enhances all of those advantages that you just outlined, and gives you a upfront and clear picture of this is how we can work for you.